Trent here with SoundlinkTV once again with the guys in Slaves, this time in Greensboro is where we used to be, but today it's Spartanburg. So today here in Spartanburg, we did talk to you guys earlier this year in Greensboro and stuff, and you guys were, you know, touring and all that stuff, and you guys are touring again, and this time you have the record out and more people. You guys are working on some new stuff and everything. And so what's been the journey like with the band so far this year from like since January?
Since January, we did our headlining. Well, we've actually headlined. This is our third headline. We did 2 co-headliners, and we in February we released our album and did that tour, which went really well. We've got new members. We've recorded another album, acoustic album, and what else have we done?
Brazil.
We did Brazil. We went to Brazil for the first time ever. That was nuts. I think that's what we did so far this year. Yeah.
All right. And speaking of Brazil and stuff, you know, every band has it. You could be like a local band or a big band, and everybody's commenting, come to Brazil. So what was that experience like with those fans who are always telling you guys to come to Brazil?
It was pretty crazy, honestly. I feel like all the shows that we played were like really decently sized. Kids would follow us back to our hotel. There was like a girl. she was kind of buzzing around, and we kind of, you know, were like trying to be like, oh, you know, we're gonna go upstairs now. We'll see you later. Nice to meet you. I guess she went up to like the hotel clerk or whatever and told them that she was a prostitute and that we had already paid her, and so she just needed to know what room to go to. And the guy was like, I'm not falling for that.
He told us the next morning, he was like, yeah, some girl's over here acting like she was a prostitute, but I knew she was just a fan trying to get up to your room. And we were like, oh yeah, sounds about right for Brazil, actually.
That's on a different level, man. You
now,
don't see that too often in the States.
But we still get the comments, come to Brazil, regardless.
I was going to say, were the fans like saying come to Brazil after you went to Brazil?
While we were in Brazil, they're like, come to Brazil.
Like, oh my God. You gotta give her A for effort, though.
Yeah.
You tried hard. You tried hard, you brought it home. Thank you, Brazil.
Yeah, so you got some new faces in here and everything. So what's that experience been like? 'Cause you guys have had such a rotating door of, you know, people over the past, you know, couple of years. Every album cycle seems like there's some new people and stuff in it. So what's that been, that process like, getting these guys in, so and being solid and all that? And what's it like for you guys being in this band now?
Well, ultimately, like, coming from a different band that I was in before, it's a nice new fresh look on things. It's kind of a different genre play style from my side of things. So ultimately, it's just, I'm enjoying every minute of this. Ultimately, these guys are really awesome people to be around with, and like on stage every day is just electrifying, just to be able to like be a part of such a unit now. So.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, it's been a really good experience. You know, it's basically went from doing the touring thing to just being stagnant for like 2 or 3 years, and then got the opportunity to play with these guys, and it's good to be surrounded by musicians that know what they're doing and kind of compliment each other. And it's yeah, I feel like we take steps forward every day, and that's a very good feeling and very reassuring.
Okay. Compliment Johnny real quick.
Compliment Johnny?
You say you compliment each other really well.
Oh yeah, Johnny. Man, Johnny, you know what?
What a guy.
For a little guy.
What a guy.
For a little guy, he's he sure has got a lot of shoes. Yeah.
Got a lot of shoes.
Yeah. He's got a big heart for a little dude.
But yeah, on like a serious note, it was it became apparent that we needed to surround ourselves with people that were more of a positive, uplifting, you know, hardworking, forward-moving type people, and that we knew that after everybody kind of quit our band and like all that stuff happened, we knew we just needed to bring people in that was gonna, you know, they were just gonna be good for all of us, and like be as far as like uplifting spirits and like hardworking and stuff like that. So it was something we needed to do, and it should have been done since day one, because it's everything's just been up and up and up from there. It's just, it really means a lot to have like good vibes and everything like that.
Yeah, and you guys are a band that, you know, it seems like people take shots at you guys out of left field. You guys are independent as far as I know. You know, you guys are still tracking along, doing the stuff. You guys just got that plaque for, like, what is it, 1 million Spotify streams? 25 million? Yeah, wow. Congratulations on that. Nice. Yeah, so, I mean, you guys are, the numbers, everything that, the rules, I guess, of the industry that aren't fitting you guys, and you guys are set up to fail, but you guys are not failing. You guys are going strong and stuff. And so what's been this experience like, battling that and getting those rewards and everything?
It's kind of, I think we made a decision to, like, pave our own way after a while, like, because, you know,
a lot sick of it.
Yeah.
Sick of the same shit happening over and over and over again.
A lot of people, you know, like you said, take shots at us, and a lot of them are, like, you know, just untrue things, and some of the things are true from, like, you know, we haven't had the best reputation since we've been a band, and it was really hard work trying to change that and prove that to everybody. But you know, nobody was taking us out on tours. Nobody was, you know, nobody in the industry was really extending their hand out to us, because they kind of just wrote us off. So like a year or two ago, we made a decision. We're just gonna have to pave our own way and do it. And, like, so, you know, being independent is part of that. And, you know, getting these people, the new members in our band, are positive, was part of that. And it's just, like, it's kind of working so far. So we're still continuing to pave our own way, but now we're getting more opportunities, and people are kind of like, oh, well, they did this by themselves, and, you know, every band we tour with has nothing but good things to say about us. So I think that's starting to get around now. So it's a relief. Yeah,
this tour with Escape the Fate and Picturesque and all these other bands, I mean, this is a stacked tour, so that you guys are co-headlining and stuff too. So that's a big one right there as well. You mentioned the acoustic album. You guys have been talking about that on social media and all that stuff and everything. So where's that at? When can people expect to hear some stuff from that? And what's been the experience restructuring these songs, making them, you know, more stripped down and everything?
I think we just got some mixes back. I'll let everybody have a little, you know, say what they want about the acoustic. But in my experience with it, it was one of the funnest albums I've ever been a part of. It was definitely the most cohesive album that we've ever done, as far as everybody had a little part in it. Everybody, you know, we all shared our ideas, and then, you know, if we didn't trust each other, if we didn't like it, nobody got butthurt, nobody got, like, mad. It was just a really positive and cool thing to do, to be in the studio, once again writing again in the studio, and having a whole group of people doing it. And it turned out really good, and we just got some mixes back today, or yesterday. It should be out soon, probably December, which we're going to do an acoustic tour for. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about writing the album and stuff like that.
Dude, I had so much fun doing that. It was a lot of fun. I've definitely been, like, starved for going back into a studio again and stuff like that. So actually getting to, like, go in there and, like, restructure a few songs and write a couple new ones as well, and try to just get everything together. It felt really good, and I feel like all the parts are really sweet that, like, we have, and everything just sounds full. We sound good. Like, Johnny's vocals are killer on it. Like, everyone has, like, their own little footprint in there, like their little flavoring. Like, Colin's got some sweet bass lines in there. Felipe's got a couple sweet parts that he always does, like on the telly, and he wrote an awesome song as well. So it's gonna be really sweet. I'm really excited. Wes is a killer acoustic guitar player as well, so I'm excited for everyone to hear this.
I feel like this is an album where people could hear, like, the musicianship in the band, and, you know, see how we could break down songs that were previously written, and you know, make them, you know, just reimagine them, and you could see a little piece of everybody in this album, which is really cool. I was super excited about that.
Are there any new songs originally made acoustic, or is it just revamping? Okay, so we got new ones.
I had, like, the easiest job out of everyone on this album, because I didn't really have to do anything. I already knew all, like, the lyrics for the older songs and stuff. So we kind of I tried to put a little bit of spin on it, a little bit, make it a little different than, you know, obviously listen to the regular songs. But there's 2 new songs. That was what I had to have. Got to have the most fun with, you know.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know Weston's, like, a really good acoustic guitar player as well, and so that shines. We want to make that shine too, and, like, you know, show what he brings to the table too, not just playing electric. And, you know, he's actually a really good acoustic guitar player and gets a lot of compliments every time he plays. So you guys will hear it December. Thank you.
They wrote a nice Disney track.
Yeah. By the way, we're going country.
That'd be a treat right there. I mean, why not, right? You can.
Disney.
Yeah, for real.
It's funny because I used to ask bands, you know, one of those stupid questions. You know, it's like, if you could cover a Punk Goes Disney song, what would it be and stuff. And so it's funny you guys have said that and everything. Yeah, you wrote your own right there. Yeah, so I guess being, going back to the independent thing, you guys have the freedom to do that kind of thing. If you guys want to make, I guess, a EDM remix album after that, you guys could as well. So, I mean...
Just taking advantage of being independent, because, like, I feel like there's a shift in the industry when it comes down to record labels, and, I mean, there's clearly a shift, but it's just a lot of bands don't have the opportunity to be independent, and we have help from people in the industry. Like, we have a small team that we work with, and... we're just going to be more grateful for the opportunity to be independent and releasing our album. Our most successful album has been independent, and it's still killing it. And we're excited to get this new one out independently. So, yeah.
Sweet. So, what's next for you guys outside of the album? You guys got any more tours coming up for the fall or winter? I mean, it's fall now, but like later in the year. You mentioned the acoustic tour. Is that this year or is that next year?
That's gonna be
December.
Yeah. It's in the. We probably shouldn't even say anything about it right now, but it's by the time this interview comes out, it might even be announced. But we're working on it now for December.
Okay.
All right, guys. Anything else you guys want to plug, or you guys all good? All right. All right.
Acoustic record.
Acoustic record. Nice. Yeah.
For the acoustic record, the
Thanks for the
acoustic tour.
support. Yeah.
Thank you for the support.
Australia early next year. Maybe.
We're working on some tours early next year for sure that are in the works.
Let it all out now, huh?
Yeah, we're just gonna. Fuck. It's all good. We've already kind of like hinted at it, but yeah, just.
Real question though, being an independent band and stuff, saying you can't say stuff, how much trouble would you get into if you were to say something?
It's not even about that. It's just about if it doesn't fall through. Like you said, like people stab at us a lot. So God forbid we don't do an acoustic tour in December. Like it's gonna be because Johnny is on like off his rocker and like Colin killed somebody or something like that. So that's the only reason why we're saying that. Like literally, it's just to cover our own ass. Flea base in prison, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for your time today.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem. Trent with SoundlinkTV, hang out with Slaves, or part 2. Thanks.